Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Spoofy here with TheCardGuys, and today, bringing you something a little bit new here. It's not really new, obviously you see blue deck here, but in the title you see, like I said, we're profiling Star Seraph Nekroz. Now, honestly, this has been something in the works for a while, and I didn't really want to give the build out to anybody, but I feel like it's pretty strong right now. With the, Blair and I, myself, have been playtesting this for a while, and the build I have currently I think is one of the best builds there is right now for it. I mean, obviously not many people are playing it, but I've been playtesting it for maybe about a month now, give or take, maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, I'd say about a month. And the deck is beyond stupid. A lot of people tell me it creates cloggy hands. Well, those cloggy hands get you to, really good hands. Like, I understand in Nekroz you want to be able to open up combo pieces to do stuff. But in this deck it gives your opponent more than one thing to really fear. And this is what I'm going to bring you today. So let's go ahead and get into it now. Like I said, it is a Star Seraph Nekroz. Now, I'll get into the extra deck. I'm not going to give you a side deck. The side deck is really what is key to winning most of your matches anyway. The main deck, don't get me wrong, is amazing. Like, I did not dead draw all day. I played in a tournament today, and I only lost to Shadal's because I wasn't able to be able... It was ridiculous. I had 5 cards in my hand, drew for 6. He summoned Thunder King, went a Falco, set a Crush card past his turn. And so he Crush carded me for 4 with a Thunder King on the field. There's nothing I can do to play out of that unless it's like a Book of Eclipse and like a Preparation Rites. And even then, like, it was just unreal. Like, this is just 2 cards. And then game 3, I opened up all Searchers while he went first, and he flipped Mistake, and I couldn't draw an MST for like 2 turns, so he just outright blew me out of the water. And my other loss was the same person in the finals, did the same exact thing pretty much. Actually, game 3 round 1, he played under, he went into a play, he went Construct with a Falco, put Falco face down, and then went Kommanod Beast, drew a Majesty's Fiend, and then Tribute for the Majesty's Fiend. So he had a Construct Majesty's Fiend on the field, and I had nothing I could do. So he won game 3 of that. He pretty much looks at me. It's Anthony, my teammate, but it's just crazy how, you really can't play the game sometime. But this deck really is, built to combat most of the meta, and it's built to get around back row and make people waste resources on one thing when you can go into another, because it works hand in hand with each other pretty much in my perspective. And I'm going to go ahead and get into it now. Many of you might not like it, but I really do love this deck. It's probably one of my favorites. And we call it Holy Water. So that's what probably the deck profile is going to be named, as Holy Water. So let's go ahead and get into it. We obviously have the 3 Unicorn against Shadal's. It's one of the best things. Going this and Colossals with them having like a Dark Hole or Regeki. Just unreal. It's one of the 2 best cards in the deck. It's really what makes the deck go. Then we play 2 Brio. Obviously, can't play the deck without 2 Brio. Play 2 Colossals. Colossals obviously good too. We play only 2 Valk. Now, out of all honesty, only own 2. Might play a 3rd if I get around to getting one. Right now, 2's been working fine. Everybody asked me today, and every time I use it, how come you never use Valk? I said, only you need to use Valk when, it's necessary to use it. Like, I'll hold it a lot of the time, make them scared of it, and then a lot of the time they won't even fear it, and then, that's when I'm like, oh, Valk is shit. Like, you just can't win the game. One of my rounds, one of the rounds I won, it was against a Teller Knight player. I had a crease set, and he couldn't activate any traps, and I won game 1, so he ended up trying to go into craziness, and I kept on bringing my using Unicorn to bring back out my Valk, and he couldn't get around it because I had the crease set. So I won in time because neither one of us took life points, and I won game 1, which was like 2 minutes less than time. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, Valk serves its purpose. You really only need 2 because it's searchable. Sometimes you might. Sometimes I do want the 3rd one, but right now 2's been working fine. I have no problem with it. I only play 1 Trish in this build because you do have to play a lot of other stuff, and 1 Trish has been been fine. One time today, and the past times, I did want that second Trish for the shirts, and to protect my own Trish, but yeah, it was pretty nice. So that's it for the Nekroz. I believe it might be 10 altogether. It's 10 Nekroz altogether. Then we play the 3-man Jew, and we play 1 Senju. Now you want to eliminate like a lot of your normal summons, just for the sole fact of your Seraphs, and we'll get into that in a minute, because usually you're gonna play 3 and 3, so I had to cut the worst one down to 1 and maybe none. I mean, like, I was testing a lot and was only playing 3 Manju and no Senju, and having the 4th Jew is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I would side it out games 2 and 3, but game 1 you want to open up your combo and try to get into your Genlock, or get into a good combo, or a good setup play. And opening this is really good, but siding it out game 2 and 3 was probably the best decision I made in the past tournaments. Then obviously 2 Shirt you gotta play. It's too good. You have to play the card. And then for the Star Stairs, obviously you're going to be playing 3. Almost got you there, didn't I? 3 Scepter and 3 Sovereignty. Now, I didn't think this engine would be any good. I tried it, and I can see why Sovereignty is at 1 in the OCG, because this engine is stupid. Now, it's pretty dumb, because a lot of the times today, it was pretty cool, and a lot of other decks I've seen play, you can, obviously if you have I just want to go over the combo with you, but you obviously have this and this in your hand, and so you can build your own chains with these, which is pretty nutty. You can summon this, activate this, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Chain Link 2 adding this resolves, special summon on a new chain, or excuse me, on the last chain, you draw a card, and apparently this recognizes that this was special summon, so you can special summon this, you draw 2 cards, and then go into your Exceed play, which is pretty awesome. And then, funny thing people don't know is if off this one, if you draw one of these, you can summon it. A lot of times today, which is pretty cool, I actually drew Scepter off of these. Like late game, and you don't see your Scepters, there's a really high possibility of you drawing it off of this. And a lot of the times you can just put this in defense, and then say, like I had a Decree face up and they couldn't do anything, and they had monsters in like 1 card in hand, I would just overlay these 3 in the Ouroboros, hitting 2 of their cards, drawing 2, and then hitting the last card out of their hand and just hitting for 2750. It's pretty deadly, not gonna lie. Yeah, but the Star Seraph build is it adds a lot of more depth to the deck that I love. Then obviously play 1 Jin, you have to, and double Baylor. I didn't play any more hand traps in the main deck. I believe the 2 Valor is absolutely perfect. I was thinking about bumping up 3, but 2 is pretty good, not gonna lie. Then obviously play 2 Kaleido, 2 Mirror, and 2 Cycle. Can't really say anything much else about this. It's just, the cards. Alright, then played double MST. I gave in. I wasn't playing MST, but I decided to play 2 for the sure fact that you kind of have to be honest. I think right now with traps running heavy, people maining Mistake, Fiendish Chains, and Call the Hunters and Satellers, like that deck is real. And today I played out of a number 86 twice with 4 materials. I don't know how the hell I did it, but yeah. Like, this card is just the nut. Games 2 against the guy, he went into a Call the Haunted play and trevered my entire stuff back, and I max feed him, so I drew 3 cards, and I drew 2 MSTs for his Call and his Fiendish, and it was absolutely hilarious, and it's the reason I won the game. But, MST I think is something you might need in the main deck right now, just for the sole fact of certain things, like the ones I mentioned earlier. And not to mention, I made it you can make this miss timing with a couple things. Using MST on certain things is pretty cool. And people still don't abuse that. Now, I had to give one back, but played 3 Eclipse. Book of Eclipse is just crazy. Against Shadals, if they don't have any sets or anything, or nothing else is set or whatever, and you need a special summon twice with since they have like a win on the field. Book of Eclipse is very good. It's very good in the mirror match. And I think with this build, certain build, you can only play 3 out to be okay. I like Regeki. Regeki is good, don't get me wrong, but right now I think 3 Book of Eclipse is like the way to go. That's it for those. And then for the one-ofs, play 1 Rhoda and 1 Preparation of Rites. Kind of have to. Rhoda is just an extra Colossus or Shred if you really need it. I didn't feel the need of playing more than one of this. It could have well been anything, but 1 Rhoda it served its purpose. Not gonna lie. And it's an easy side-out target. And then play Double Scolding. Now, everybody's like, oh my god, hop on the Scolding play. Hop on this card, Solemn Scolding. Well, I knew about this card before anybody. I knew it when Patrick was playing it and testing it. That's the funny part about it. And picked them up way beforehand. But, Solemn Scolding is very good for certain reasons. Protecting your Scepter play and your Jin. Like, it serves multiple purposes. And Scolding is just one of those things that just protects everything. It just says, God says no. It's like, it's the revolutionized Solemn Judgment that isn't Solemn Judgment. Like, people justify not playing it, but I think being able to protect your Jin lock, and on top of that, being able to protect your Scepter play, or anything they have, like if you're already up an advantage but you don't have a Jin lock and you have this set, and their only top deck, like say you're playing Satellars, or the only card they need to win is like a Shadal Fusion or an Altair or something to get their engine back going, you can just stop it and pretty much just win the game from there. It solidifies the game. It's just like a game-ending card, in my opinion, because a lot of the times you're going to be out-grinding your opponent, and then you're going to stop their one play they think they have, and you're just going to end up winning altogether. So I did play that. It's a total of 40 cards altogether. I was like 25 monsters, 12 spells, and like, or 13 spells and like 2 traps, something like that. I don't know the exact number. For the extra deck, I have it for a little bit, so I figured I'd play it. 1 of 6. 1 of 6 is pretty awesome. Only been able to use it a couple times, but 1 of 6 has been nice. I'm actually holding a tournament for this, sponsored by TheCardGuys and hosted by Super Games, hopefully. So more information on that very soon. Then play 1 Lavalval Chain. Double Dagusta Emerald. Dagusta Emerald is really good for recycling your plays. If you need to, you can go into a Valk Emerald play and just gain advantage then through the deck. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. I'm not on the bandwagon right now more than 1 Emerald, but right now it's been decent. I'll probably play Cowboy. I don't own a Cowboy, but I might take a cow out this out for a Cowboy. 1 Castell, or 1 Exoton. We'll make a couple games today. In the past too, because Exotoning games 2, I was tied in advantage with an opponent, and he had Delteros on the field. It was pretty awesome. I maxed him, which gave me less, Exotoned him, and then he activated the effect, giving me 3 cards. So I was way up in advantage after that and just helped me win the game. So Exoton for the win. Then we have Rhapsody and Berserk. A lot of people don't do this. I saw it, my buddy JP do it at locals at Super Games, and it was pretty cool. He went Rhapsody, removed like 2 of the cards, and then crush carded it and like hit his entire hand. It was freaking nutty. Obviously game 2. But then play 1 Diamond Dyer and 1 Ragnar Zero. And then for the 3 material level 4s, I would play 1 Ouroboros, 1 Delteros, and 1 Diamond. Diamond is pretty much there, obviously, for if you can go into this, destroy their stuff, go into Diamond against Shadals or Burning Abyss, you're going to win the game more than likely. And then for the Synchros and the level 12, obviously got to play 2 Herald and Dragon Master Knight. Now that's pretty much it for the deck. Tell me what you guys think. Definitely a viable option for Nationals, in my opinion, because of certain things. You can the new what is it? The new, I don't even know what the hell it's called. The Zephyr card. It's pretty cool. You be able to summon them from the hand, acting as rituals. But Alright, I'm just gonna pull it out here just because. But the deck works. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Don't leave the video without leaving a like. We'd greatly appreciate it here at The Card Guys. That's pretty much it for me. I'd love to hear your feedback on the deck. Tell me what you guys think, what you like, what you don't like. The whole 9 yards. I would love everybody's feedback. It's been playtesting for me. A lot of people don't like it at my local, but you know, you got to be open up to new ideas. I think adding an extra depth to the deck, some extra, you know, versatility, gives it a shot. And that's pretty much it for me, guys. Until next time, guys, I'm Spoofy here with the Card Guys, and we'll see you later. Peace.